What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, this is going to be a full guide on how you guys can cop the Batman compression shirts. So these are probably the most hyped items for the whole entire drop, and these are going to sell out super fast. So in this video, you guys are going to learn exactly how you guys can take a W on this release. So this is going to be future you after you guys cop the Batman compression shirt, because you watched this video. So you're gonna learn exactly how you guys can beat the bots and be super fast on this release. As someone who has copped the Superman compression shirt and the Onyx, I'll give you guys all the sauce on how you guys can be as fast as possible. And this is an actual picture of me, but I just don't want to expose my real identity, you know. Shh. Okay, so this is gonna be a how to cop guide on the Batman compression shirts. So this is what we're gonna cover in today's video. What exactly is dropping and which items are gonna sell out first? Sizing, what size do I get? Drop setup, how to beat everyone to the checkout on phone and PC, and what's the checkout process like? So they're gonna be dropping a long sleeve and a short sleeve compression shirt, and everything is gonna release on November 25th at 12 p.m. PST. Here are the prices. So the tee is gonna be $48, and then after the 30% discount, it's gonna be $33.60, and then the long sleeve is gonna be $52 and $36.40 after the discount. Here are all the colorways in the tee. So we got the black, gray, green, and the white. And then for the long sleeves, the design is slightly different around the ab area. We got the black, green, gray, and the white. So what items are going to sell out first? Here are my guesses. So I think the black tee is going to be first to go, and then second is going to be the long sleeve compression, and then second to go is going to be the gray compression tee, and then probably the green, and the white. And then I think for the long sleeves, it's going to be the gray is going to sell out next, green, and then the white. So if you guys aren't as fast, I think these bottom choices are the safest, but if you guys want to risk it all, go for the top. That's what I'm going to do personally. I'm risking it all. I'm going for the black tee and maybe the long sleeve tee. Now for the sizing. What size do I get? This is a question I get asked a lot, so here's exactly how you find your sizing. So here's the official size chart from the YoungLA Batman collab, so you guys can measure your shirts and stuff, but keep in mind this is a compression shirt. So I own the Superman compression shirt right here, and it is the exact same sizing and they fit the exact same. So for me personally, I got a small because I like my shirts to be compressed. It's tight everywhere around the stomach, chest, arms. And if you guys want a size reference, these fit pretty similar to the Under Armour compression shirts. So if you guys can just go on Amazon, order one of these, try it on, see which size fits you, and then return it after. Or you guys can go in store and try it on, and you can figure out your sizing there. But I would say if you go true to size, they're gonna fit exactly the way they should be, compressed everywhere. If you want it to be a little loose around the stomach, go one size up. Yeah, that's all you need to know about the sizing. Now for the setup, PC and phone. So first we're gonna cover PC, and then we're gonna go over the phone. So first, for the PC. So there are a couple tools that we're gonna be utilizing. We're gonna be using Chrome autofill, so make sure you're using Google Chrome. We're gonna be using the bookmarks feature, and we're gonna talk about Shop Pay. So first off, let me show you guys how you guys can set up for the drop using Chrome autofill. So first of all, pull up Google Chrome, go to settings, and then click on autofill and passwords over here. Click on addresses and more, and click on add. Now add your address. So I'm gonna put in some test information. So we're gonna save our address. Next up, we're gonna go to payment methods, and we're gonna add a credit card. Boom. So we added in our credit card, and then next we're gonna utilize the bookmarks. So go onto the YoungLA website, and then navigate to new drop. Find the exact item you want. So for this example, we're gonna use the Batman compression shirts. So we're gonna click on it, and then click on the star up here, and then we're gonna bookmark the shirt. Once we bookmarked it, it's gonna show up on the top tab, and I'll show you guys how all of this ties together right after this. Next, for Shop Pay. So the way you can check out a little bit faster is to use Shop Pay, but the only issue is it sends a code to your phone, so you're gonna have to look at your phone, get the code, type it in on your computer, and it might take a little longer than the method that we're gonna be talking about. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna use Shop Pay. Next up, we're gonna talk about the phone. So we're gonna talk about Apple Pay, Shop Pay, and the YoungLA app. For Shop Pay, the process goes like this. You click on the item that you want, click on Buy with Shop Pay, and then it brings you to the Shop Pay sign up or login. So if you guys wanna use Shop Pay, set this up beforehand, click on a random item, and then continue with Shop Pay, put in your email, and then you can add your credit card and address and everything. Once you have everything set up, basically Shop Pay is gonna send you a code, and then with your phone, there's usually a feature to autofill the verification code. So that will make the process super fast. So Shop Pay is a very good option if you're using mobile. Next, you can use Apple Pay. For Apple Pay, you're gonna have to add to cart, go to checkout, and then click on Apple Pay, but this one is also a really good option. Just make sure to test out the feature beforehand, make sure your information is right, and make sure you have the right shipping, address, and phone number attached to your Apple Pay. I made this mistake during the Superman drop. I had the wrong address in there, so I could not use my phone. And then we're gonna talk about the YoungLA app. So the YoungLA app is also another good option, but I've never tested it personally, so you can use this as a backup just in case. So let's talk about the normal checkout flow if you guys don't use the tips that I'm gonna give you. But this will just give you an overview of how the whole thing is gonna work. So before the drop, YoungLA is gonna have a password page. So what this means is you're not gonna be able to go on the YoungLA website at all. So this is why it's important for you to bookmark the product pages now, because this is gonna help you a lot in the future. So there's gonna be a password page, there's gonna be a countdown timer until the drop time on November 25th at 12 p.m. PST. Usually the password page goes up a couple hours or the day of the drop. So once the password page is down, you're gonna be brought to the home page. And then from the home page, there are two ways you can find the Batman compression shirt. So number one, you can go to For Him and go to the new drop and then just go through the whole list. Or you guys can search up, click the search feature and then type in Batman compression. And then you guys will see the compression shirts and you guys can just click on it. Once you click on it, you're gonna be brought to the product page, click on your size and color, and then click add to cart. And then you guys will be brought to the cart page where you guys just simply click on checkout and then enter in your information. And then all you have to do is click on pay now. And then now with our faster checkout method, you guys will be on the password page, go to your bookmarks and click on the exact item that you want. It's gonna bring you directly to the product page where you can click on the color, click on the size and add to cart. Then simply you go to the checkout and then use your Chrome autofill that you set up earlier. It's gonna autofill all your information, the email, the password, the address, and the credit card as well. And then all you have to do is click on pay now. Boom, easy W. So let me just show you guys how it works. So here we are on the YoungLA website. I'm gonna click on a random product, add to cart, go to the checkout, and then click on your email, and then everything's gonna autofill. Look at how fast that is. Boom, everything autofills. And then your credit card, click that as well, everything's autofilled. Then all you do is click on pay now. But this is just test information, but it's just an example of how fast everything can be. So I have the Batman bookmarked up here, boom. Look at how fast that is. Rather than searching it, taking my time, or even going through the new drop and then just scrolling through all the items, boom, just click on the bookmark and it's a lot faster. So here's an extra tip if you guys want to increase your chances at copying. So let's say you're using mobile or PC. For this example, I'm going to be using PC. What you want to do is practice going through the entire checkout process. Here's exactly how I would practice. I would go on a random product that's in stock, add it to my bookmark, and then return to the YoungLA homepage. So boom, click on the bookmark, add the size to cart, add to cart, go to the checkout, and then you can already see my information's filled out. We just need to click on the credit card, boom, autofill, and then pay now, but we're not gonna actually click that. So you can see how fast everything is if you use these methods in this video. So that concludes the guide on how you guys can cop the Batman compression shirt. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions at all regarding the drop, leave them down below and I'll try my best to answer them all. Thank you guys so much for watching the video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.